watched UCLA versus A&M.
Tell me all about it.
And that was a crazy comeback. Yeah, that's why I watch football. You know, it's a crazy game. Anything can happen.
Does that start to remind you guys as players to never, relent, never give up, never take your foot off the gas?
Yeah, for sure. That's a prime example. You got to finish what you start. You know, you can never get too relaxed. UCLA, they fought and they got a good win yesterday.
Is it shocking to you? I mean, were you just like, I'm just curious about the scene as you're watching it unfold?
I don't know. When you see the momentum start to switch like that, you sort of know like something crazy is going to happen. You know.
You guys got a lot of TVs in your locker room facility. Is it hard to not see a video of OU Ohio State playing on TV at times?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's around you all the time. The game it would have been on my mind anyways. You know, it's the game that we all have circled on our calendar. You know, it's big games like that is why you come to OU. So yeah, it definitely like rings in our minds all the time.
But I mean, you're watching games on Saturday night. They were showing that every commercial break. It seemed like. I mean, does that make you want to approach the young guys and have a talk to them about how to go about practicing this week, preparing this week?
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that. Just because it's a really big stage and a lot of people haven't been on a stage that big. I've barely been on a stage that big. So we're just going to come together. Get our heads together and just really like calm down, get ready to prepare.
Stephen Parker said he watched the Ohio State game last year 1,000,000 times. I mean, is that something that you watch the film over and over again, or would you rather not see what happened last year and just move forward?
We watched it together 1,000,000 times. So, like, we really hate what we put on film. We're gonna just prepare better. We have a better game plan this time. We're gonna go in there with a different mentality and get better results.
What do you think when you look back on it and you break it down that many times as a team and probably discuss it and everything else? What do you think? Break it down for us. What went wrong? What was the 2 or 3 things that if you had done this better might have turned differently?
Definitely physicality. I felt like we didn't play a very physical game, and on top of that, I feel like there was just too many mental errors, too many missed assignments. You can't go in there and play a great team like that and think you're gonna make all those mistakes and not play physical and get a win.
Although, when it comes to that, you guys have watched it so many times, you know your mistakes. How hard is it to just go into Columbus and play football and not overthink what you did?
Well, I mean, you prepare for every game, differently. We're just going to go in with our game plan. We're going to prepare every day this week, and we're going to go in there and execute. Simple.
When you watch them on film, what do you see, their offense? What concerns you? What do you have to take away?
They got a lot of great athletes on both sides of the ball. That's really the most concerning thing, just being able to slow down all those great players that they have.
Thoughts on J.K. Dobbins and what he did in his first game at running back?
I think he did really well. Yeah, he did really well for a freshman. He's definitely somebody we have our eye on. But at the same time, like we're preparing we have everybody. We're looking at everybody on the scouting report. So
this is maybe one of those weeks where you're not obviously getting a lot of questions about UTEP. How bad do you want to talk about UTEP and the performance that you guys did?
We closed the book. We're ready to go next game.
Don't want to talk about UTEP at all?
No.
Okay.
What do you like about going into an environment like Ohio State where you're sort of getting some negative things said to you from fans? I mean, that's probably a nice way to put it. I mean, how do you use that? Does that give you an extra boost when you're getting sort of cheered against that much?
Yeah, definitely. I'm somebody who likes away games. I like going into like enemy territory and like really just silencing the crowd. That's just something that our defense we like that's something that we want to make our identity. We can play anywhere, home, away. We're gonna play as hard as we can. So yeah, that's something we look forward to.
I don't think you've lost a true road game since TCU in 2014. You talk about how the team rallies together when you go into a true road game. What do you guys do to rally together and help you get wins?
To be honest, it's just the off the field chemistry. When we're all together and we're away from all our great fans and we know we have each other and we all just lean on each other.
Can you at all paraphrase the worst thing somebody said to you on a football field, or the funniest thing?
It's not appropriate.
How important was it to get that first game out of the way, though, in the new defense? And how did you guys feel about everybody being comfortable in their roles and such and getting that out of the way before you go to Ohio State?
No, it was everything for everybody to get their feet wet, because you saw from the difference between the first drive and the rest of the game. Once everybody got their feet wet and got settled in, it was a whole different ball game.
How important it was for Kenneth Murray to get that first game out because he's going to go into a wild environment on Saturday night?
I think it was really important for him. That guy, look, the sky's the limit for that guy. I'm not worried about that guy at all. He's gonna play. He's a player.
And everybody focuses a lot on Caleb, and then everybody talks about Kenneth being young, but Emmanuel Beal seems like a guy that doesn't get talked about very much yet. He seemed to be flying around as much as anybody Saturday.
Oh yeah, EB, he's probably like one of the fastest guys in the linebacker room. That guy, he's a sideline to sideline player. I don't know why he doesn't get more attention than he does, because the stats are there. He's a really good player. I see him come to work and go hard every day. To be honest, I feel like he deserves way more recognition than he gets.
Maybe he needs a DC Island type nickname for you.
Yeah, DC Island was easy. That was easy. He's from DC, but EB, maybe so. But EB, he doesn't really worry about stuff like that. He doesn't care about getting the credit. He just comes to work.
Did you watch Indiana, Ohio State Thursday night?
Yes, I did.
What do you think when you were watching? Did they kind of struggle the first half to go to second half? What did you think?
I'm not gonna. Them struggling in the first half. That's their first game. That's the first time they're getting to put everything together. So I'm not gonna judge them off of their first half. I saw a good team. I saw a really, really explosive team.
Things back home.
Things are good. My family came up this weekend. They were at the game. Yeah, I enjoyed the company.
Dry?
Oh yeah, they're fine. They're dry.
The house is good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Thank you.
What area are they in, and how did they stay above the water? Just an area that didn't get flooded?
They're in the Southwest Houston area, and it definitely flooded where they were. They just moved everything upstairs, stayed in there. Downstairs flooded a little bit, but it wasn't any crazy damage.
What was it like to watch all that on TV and then I guess be on the phone with your family at the same time?
I don't know. It was a little heartbreaking, them being stuck in the house, not being able to leave for a couple of days. That definitely it bothered me a little bit, but I'm here, so I had to put that away, and focus on what was at hand.
Were they rescued or did they just walk out?
Oh no, the water went down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are they still here?
No, they just left.
Okay, they're going to be in Ohio?
No, they'll be watching on TV though.
Got your first sack Saturday. When you play against Barrett, who's really a mobile guy, do you have to approach rushing him different than say another quarterback because he is so mobile and you do things with his feet?
That's week to week though. You approach every quarterback differently. He's a mobile quarterback, so yeah, we're gonna do things to keep him in the pocket.
Emmanuel's from Columbus. Obviously this game is exciting and important, but do you get a sense that he's excited to go home and play in front of his family and people from his hometown?
He's been talking about this game all summer. He's ready to go.
What does he say about this game? Is it about going home?
It's a number of things. You're playing Ohio State, you're playing at home. He doesn't get to go home often, he doesn't, Norman is really far from Columbus, so, he has a lot of, incentives, so.
Is his family, are they all Ohio State fans? Has he said anything about
I'm not sure about any of that.